Good everybody, Chris Farhi here, Bayleys Insights and Data team. We've got Ankur Dakwale talking about the biggest news in New Zealand real estate. Now Ankur, a little bit different today. Whereabouts are we?
Yeah, so we're at a very interesting site here. This is the Strand in Takapuna. This is an add value opportunity, 583 square meters of blank canvas on a 486 square meter freehold site, located in the heart of Takapuna and close to the Takapuna beach as well. The Metropolitan Town Centre zoning allows for a range of retail, hospitality, office and accommodation uses. You get vacant possession of this, so if you want to learn more, please get in touch with Ranjan Ankur or Michael Nees from Bayleys North Shore Commercial.
Yeah, this is a real cool property and pole position in Takapuna, just down the road from the beach. So yeah, super cool site. And yeah, so Ankur, what have we got this week on the vid?
Yes, this week we've got the latest REINZ house price data. We've got the REINZ data, the inflation data, recent sales from down in Queenstown, content from our global partner Knight Frank, and of course we've got the property of the week.
Yeah, awesome. So first up, we've got the latest REINZ house price statistics. So this is for the month of September 2023. And so Ankur, what have we got on this?
Yeah, so this data shows that there's been just under 5,500 sales in the month of September 2023. Now this was midway between a quiet year last year and a typical pre-pandemic year. The house price index is up slightly on month-on-month basis. Regional breakdown shows that Auckland and Wellington are leading the way on price growth. Canterbury region also had a good level of results, and other regions had some mixed results as well.
Yeah, 100%, and quite cool to see some of the regions, specifically Auckland and Canterbury, the level of sales in September was pretty similar to a September in like 2017 to 2019, so it suggests that that volume or level of activity is getting back to like pre-pandemic levels, which is cool. Next up, the latest data on residential rents was provided by Stats NZ, and this showed that rents on average had jumped 7.2% over the past 12 months for new rentals, and up 4.2% for existing tenancies. And Ankur, there was a little bit of regional variation on that data.
Yeah, so this was, if we head from north to south, Auckland was up 9.4%, Wellington up 4.4%, and Christchurch up 4.7%.
Yeah, and so this I think reinforces something that we've been talking about for quite a while now, which is that surging migration is starting to put pressure onto the rental market. And we think that, when you're seeing rental jumps like that, that's going to also push first home buyers to get in and get into the market. And of course, we've also had the election results, so we might see a bit more activity from investors coming through as well. And finally on the data, we've got the latest inflation data. Yeah, what have we got here, Ankur?
Yes, this was slightly down. So this was 5.6% for the 12 months to September 2023, down from 6% 3 months ago. Food prices were the largest contributor to this inflationary data, followed by housing and household utilities. In terms of what it shows, it is trending downward, which is a positive, slightly below the Reserve Bank of New Zealand forecast, so it means less pressure on interest rates.
Yeah, and so that was interesting. Like I think some economists were picking that maybe there'd be a little bump to the OCR coming through soon. But with inflation trending down and a little bit lower than expected, hopefully that takes some of that pressure off, which would be great. And so next up, we've got our latest sales snapshot. So this snapshot's powered by the team from Bayleys Auctions, sample of recent auction sales in the Queenstown Lakes district, one of my favourite parts of New Zealand. And so, Ankur, first off, we've got one on Keble Lane.
Yeah, so first up, we've got 4 Keble Lane and Lower Shotover, Queenstown. This is Shotover Country Cottage, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on 661 square meters. Expansive views over the rivers and mountains. This was sold under the hammer for $1.335 million by Donna Harris from Bayleys and Frankton.
Yeah, and then next up we've got 78 Jack Hanley Drive in Hanley's Farm. Family living at its finest, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms on 448 square meters. Be the first to live in this brand new home, and so someone's obviously jumped in on that. That's sold under the hammer for $1.45 million, sold by Jimmy Allen, Phoebe Swale and Jessica Coburn from Bayleys Frankton.
And last up, we have 379 Peninsula Road in Kelvin Heights in Queenstown. Prime lake views in Kelvin Heights. It's 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom on 522 square meters. Impressive deck with incredible views over Lake Wakatipu. Sold under the hammer for $1,857,500. As was sold by Grant Coburn and Deborah Coburn from Bayleys in Queenstown.
Next up, going offshore, our global partner Knight Frank released their latest sentiment content around the global investor scene. And so, Ankur, what have we got on this?
Yeah, so this content shows that investors are seeking greater exposure to alternative assets, and now this has been led by the built-to-rent sector. Global investors are targeting the APAC region, particularly Sydney and Melbourne is what they've noticed, and they're focusing on the BTR because it aligns with the interest of investors having long-term secure rentals.
Yeah, interesting as well, because we're talking to some parties from the banking sector, and they're starting to see increasing interest in those areas just due to the fundamentals. And I guess if you look at Sydney, Melbourne, Auckland, Wellington, a lot of places around New Zealand, good rental growth, low vacancy risk, so you can see why some of those global investors are targeting that sector. Then finally, wrap up, we've got our property of the week. Ankur, what have you got this week?
Yeah, so my property of the week this week is 36 Munro Street in Napier. It says purchase vacant or with hotel management agreement to Swiss Bell Hotel. Converted to hotel use in 2021. It's with 52 premium rooms, supplemented by a 500 square meter commercial space on the ground floor. So if you want to learn more about this, please get in touch with Wayne Keane, Brent Hanna, or Ryan Johnson from Bayleys Auckland and Bayleys Napier.
Yeah, it's a cool property. And then for me, I've got this one right here. So I've got two, the Strand in Takapuna in Auckland. Add value opportunity, 580 square metres of blank canvas floor area on a 486 square metre site located in the heart of Takapuna, close to Takapuna Beach. Metro centre zoning allows for a range of retail, hospitality, office, accommodation uses, sold with vacant possession. If you want to learn more about this, contact Ranjan Anka or Michael Neves from Bayleys North Shore Commercial. Well, that's it, we'll wrap it up here. So massive thanks to the vendor, Ranjan and Michael for hosting us today. Cheers, Ankur.
Thanks, Chris.
And we'll see you next time. See ya.